football fans, please give a warm welcome to your 2024 San Diego High School Cavers.
Cavers fired up for this game. You can see Hoover on the sideline to their right as well.
All right, football fans, now please rise for the national anthem, which tonight will be sung by San Diego High School's own Lily Gabrielli, class of 2025.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and a home of the brave.
That was a beautiful rendition of the anthem from Lily Gabrielli, who's also a flag football player, both athlete and singer. It's amazing.
You really feel the energy in this stadium. This is a rivalry game, so stakes are high. Both teams going undefeated into this game, so none of these teams want to go defeated tonight.
You can see the Cavers trickling into the stands. It's definitely going to be a very exciting game. Even the home side is pretty packed with students from Hoover traveling for this game.
Some notable changes from last year was some of the graduates from San Diego. Casey Kuchar-Smith is notably not on the roster tonight because he graduated. He had 14 touchdowns last year and over 1,600 yards.
Yeah, there's been a lot of changes to the team and coaches this year. I've heard it described as this is a new start, a new chapter for the Cavers, and they're hoping to redeem that 2018 state championship.
The team looks great this year. I can't wait to see them in action.
Yep, we're about 5 minutes away from kickoff.
The Hoover Cardinals have an improved offensive balance and wide receiver depth this year, with Sir Autry, of course, balling out in the first game against Southwest. Some other notable additions are Cooper Woodhall and Christian Noriega as the quarterback.
Yeah, this is going to be our amazing game. We see our captains walking out now. Very exciting.
You see Jaden Wade on the far right, San Diego star wide receiver.
They're seniors, so this is their last year. It's sad, but it's exciting, you know? First home game of the year, and starting it off against Hoover, it's amazing.
Even though this is
a big game.
even though this is a rivalry game, you can just see the respect that they have for each other.
You know, that's one great thing about football. See the coin toss happening right now with our honorary captain to the right, Anissa Bowen-Fontenot, San Diego's own track star. Number 4, we have Sir Autry on the field, one of our captains. Number 8, Cooper Woodhall. All right, we're getting ready. Teams are coming onto the field. The energy in the stands is absolutely ecstatic. This is the Cavers' blue and white game to show their spirit.
It looks like the Cavers won the coin toss. Referees are deliberating right now.
We have 2 minutes and 40 seconds on the clock.
This game is especially important for both teams because last year, San Diego upset Hoover to go 4-0 for their lead record.
Yeah, you know, I got a chance to talk to both of the teams, and they're both extremely confident that they're going to win. So this game is going to be, it's going to be tough. It's going to be amazing. I think we're going to see some amazing catches, some amazing tackles. I've heard from Hoover they're pretty confident in their sacks. So we'll see how many of those we get this game.
We can expect the running game from Hoover to be really good because of Sir Autry and his commitment to San Jose. And this is his last year, and even though he's a commit, he still wants to show out against San Diego.
Like I said, this is our San Diego's first home game of the season. So we're getting a lot of new students, new freshmen, transfers who get to experience the cave for the first time, it is another level being in that crowd. We have Hoover getting ready for the kickoff.
Referees blow their whistle. And here we go. Hoover kicking off to San Diego.
Number 4, Kai Cooper, and number 6, Jonah Holloway.
Here's the kickoff.
And we're off. Recovered downfield 10,
To
20.
the 30.
You can see these tackles are a little violent, but that's what you can expect from a game like this with these two teams.
San Diego's running game has notably improved from last season. And you saw that with the punt return.
We had Jonah Holloway with that catch. We have the San Diego huddle getting ready. About to be the first snap of the first season. Very, very exciting for the Cavers and the Cardinals as well.
See the freshman Jaden Harris.
To Jaden Wade, number 1. And he is pushing through. He will not give
Great
up there.
catch by Jaden Wade. That's something we saw from last season. We saw a huge jump from last year, from the year before. And we can expect something similar. I had the opportunity to talk with him earlier this week, and he said that he really wanted to improve the catching game.
That was a great run for the Cavers, and we're currently on first down.
Jaden Harris, even though he's a freshman, you really see his impact in the team already.
I heard that San Diego's not super worried about their offense, but, you know, it's always something that could slip. Got a handoff.
Good dive. That was Jaden Johnson. Sophomore running back. Stands at about 5'9". He's a little small, but that's what you kind of look for in running backs.
Second down, Cavers. Another run from the Cavers, pushing through it, and that was, again, Jaden Johnson.
Cavers' offense has really improved, but what the game decider is going to be is in the Cavers' defense. Can they hold off the Hoover aggressive running game?
We're at third down right now. About a minute into the game.
Cavers are huddling up. Ooh.
Oh, that is a bad call for Hoover, but that was pretty fragrant right there.
Egregious false start from the Hoover D-line.
I know their next practice they're gonna pay for that. We're still 0-0, and first down for Cavers. You can see the sidelines of both of these teams are just ecstatic.
Jaden Johnson again.
Another handoff. They're just one after another here.
their running game is significantly improved, and you can see that they're just carving through this Hoover's D-line.
Yeah, we don't see them going through any long passes, any balls. I don't know if that's because they're not super confident in that just yet, being this early in the season, or what's going on with them.
I think they're trying to save the passing game for later,
I could
because
see that, yeah.
Jaden Wade is obviously an exceptional wide receiver, and you know that when he gets the ball, he's just going to make great plays. Caught by Kai Cooper.
And he's gone. And he's
At
gone.
the 10. There's a flag down.
That
Kai
was an
Cooper.
amazing play. And we were just talking about we haven't seen any passes, but there it is. I guess they heard us.
Exceptional play from Kai Cooper.
Kai Cooper, number 4, the transfer from Saints, and you know he's bringing that mentality here.
Credit also has to go to Jaden Harris. He had to run outside the pocket, and even though that the O-line broke down, you really saw him kind of come into his own and make the pass, and he was able to connect with Kai Cooper. That's just an exceptional play from a freshman, no less.
When they break huddle, I want the quarterback on one. Yeah, one will do it. Okay.
We have the ball about 13 yards from the touchdown. Second down.
Tell camera one to find the ref so we can see.
Cavers are going back to the 18-yard line due to the flag down on the play.
It's a lot of listening in football because when they're young,
We have some motion from number 4.
okay, that's fine. He's covering us.
And that's a touchdown, Cavers.
From Jonah Holloway.
That's our Morris transfer, Jaden Holloway.
He has high hopes for himself this year, and he really wants to show out for this team.
I got a chance to talk to him, and he was saying how thankful he is for this team and all his coaches and the support system that San Diego has given him.
And now we see number 16, Julian Morales, as the kicker. He had a great first game. Put him into the top 5 kickers in the district.
Here comes the kick. And it's good.
A quick 7-0 from the Cavers with 8:51 left on the clock.
You know, they're getting out hard, and I respect that.
This is what the Cavers need to do. They need to get an early lead because we already know that this Hoover's offense is going to be aggressive and coming hard.
The cave is really packing in. The crowd is ecstatic, and our cheerleaders are bringing that spirit.
This defense is going to be absolutely crucial, and first offensive drive for Hoover, so we get to see the defense in action. They have to be able to stop Sir Autry because we know that he's just going to carve through the defense. Julian Morales is making the punt.
And it's up.
Great kick.
Recovered in the end zone.
Guys,
Strong kickoff by Morales forces the touchback.
All right, back to 2. Thank you.
Like you said, I'm extremely excited to see this defense. You know, this is one thing they've been focusing on in their practice. They really just need to lock down that defense.
For sure, and we saw that defense in action the first game, but this is going to be the first true test against a San Jose commit like Sir Audrey. You see Christian Noriega at the QB. He had 2 touchdowns in his first games against Southwest.
No, not you. You're doing great. I know I'm in everybody's here, and I apologize. So, you had that shot.
False start on the offense. I'm going to be honest with you, I didn't see that one. But the refs do have a better eye than me.
A lot of penalties this game for Hoover. Already they need to cut that down if they want to come back in this game.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 1, you're up. Love that. Just hold it there for a second.
If you ever see the coach giving demonstrative, camera 2 zoom in. People love that.
Yeah.
And the ball is snapped.
All right, camera 2.
Caught by Sir Autry.
That was an amazing catch. And he just pushes through that defense. Amazing.
I said it before and I'll say it again. Sir Autry is just going to carve through this defense. The defense needs to tighten up if they want to stop him.
100%.
Zoom in a bit, 1. Slowly.
Good for a gain of about 9 on the play. It'll bring up 2nd and 6. In on the tackle.
It's going to be interesting how the Cavers shift their defensive plan in order to stop a player like him.
All right, 1, I like your shot. You're up.
And it's incomplete. You can see Hoover coach on the sideline getting a little heated there. But it's understandable with the game at this level.
Frustration is totally understandable. You've already seen 2 penalties by this Hoover's team. It's something that they're going to have to talk about after the game.
100%. Whenever I watch a game, I'm always thinking of what's going to be said at that practice after, or what punishment, what kind of running they're going to do that practice. But I think that false start's definitely going to be on the Hoover coach's mind.
Another whistle by the refs.
Timeout called by the Hoover Cardinals.
And that's a timeout from Hoover. If I could guess what's being said right now, I would say it's probably that they need to lock down on those false starts because they can pile up and really, really take it.
They also need to shift their offensive game. Although Sir Autry is an exceptional running back and wide receiver, Cavers defense have seemed to stop him at the line. You see the Hoover coach talking to them right now.
And for San Diego, I can imagine they're talking about just stopping that offense. That's something we really, really need. You can see the support of our managers. They're the glue that keeps the team together.
Remember, we don't have the clock, so every now and then we get the clock. It's slow.
Oh, another incomplete pass.
That was Ahmed Rashad who dropped that.
Wow.
Pass falls incomplete. Intended for number 11. That'll bring up
And that's with 7 minutes, 57 seconds on the clock.
4th and 6, I'm assuming Hoover's going to bring out the special teams here.
You know, San Diego was saying that they need to focus on their defense because of Hoover's strong offense. But if I'm going to be honest here, I'm not seeing it. Other than that running back, they really just need to lock down those passes.
Take two, follow the ball, follow the ball, follow the ball.
Noah Contreras with the kick.
One, his runner's coming towards us.
And they're gonna let it go to the 43 on the Caver side. Overall, the Hoover team needs to tighten up a little bit. We saw the snap to the punter wasn't the greatest. They're going to have to tighten up little things like that if they want to come in and come back. You see the Caver offense again. Even though they have key players like Jaden Harris and Jaden Wade, other players are going to have to make an impact against this tough team.
We have Jaden Harris at QB. Jaden Johnson at running back. We have motion from the Cavers.
Jaden Johnson with the run.
A little tension on the field we just saw there. You know, this is a heated game. I'll keep saying it. Hoover and San Diego, we respect each other, but we don't have the best relationship.
You can tell there's nerves there. Fans for both sides are showing out. You can really feel the energy in this building.
You know, sometimes I wish we could have that microphone right in the huddle, see what they're saying.
All right, love that for you. Two, you're up.
Ball is
Jaden
snapped.
Harris. Caught by Landon Black.
The sophomore last year, he was known for being the freshman. He got he's a freshman chants from the crowd.
That's good for Caver. First down. It'll be 1st and 10.
I've talked with Landon a couple times, and he just really wants to make sure that his game is top tier so he can provide for his team. He's a very good team player. He loves the team, and he wants to make sure he shows out for them.
Of course, yeah, I think that's a main for the game. Talking to the coaches, they want to play team football, you know? We got that back pass. And that is helmet-on-helmet contact right there.
Hard hit to Jonah Holloway.
He seems to be walking it off. But you could even hear that. We're on the side of the track, and that was... You tense up when you hear that sound because you know how bad it could get. But San Diego said they're going to play fast and physical this game. And we've seen that in the first quarter. Second down, and we have 6 minutes on the clock. Another handoff.
Jaden Johnson with a great run.
I feel like this is gonna be a run game, and even though last time I said this, they had a deep throw, but
Well, they're starting off the game strong, and I really think that this Cavers offense has improved during the offseason, and you can see that with their mix of the running and passing game.
and Jaden Johnson, I think he has a strong future. He's only a sophomore, so he has 2 more years at Caver football, hopefully.
And camera 2, you're up.
Jaden Harris also making his mark on the team. You saw a little bit of concern when Casey graduated last year, being their star quarterback, but it looks like that the Cavers are in good hands.
I like that. Hold it 3. Yeah, track him.
Timeout on the field called by the Cavers. 5:18.
Timeout, Cavers. 5:18 left in the first quarter. Cavers up 7-0. Overall, I love what I'm seeing from the Cavers. Their mix of running and passing is just a lot better than we saw last year, and they seem to be keeping up with the performance that they had against Montgomery.
Yeah, even this first quarter has just been jam-packed. And, you know, the Cavers said they were going to play fast, hard, and physical. Those were their keys, and I think they're hitting every single one. You have a good little view of our Caver flag football team there in the stands supporting.
See the center there at 77, Alex Rivera. Another great team player. That's what I love about this team this year, that everyone seems to be, it's almost like a brotherhood, and you can really feel that with this team.
And track it two, you're up.
Some loss.
Free, hold it there. Keep that player on the ground. Hold it there. Love it, free.
Number 2, Jaden Johnson on the carry. First in on
Yes,
the tackle,
follow.
number
Great
44,
stuff.
Johnny Tuaparutu.
Jaden Johnson with a couple yards lost, but you know that just happens. A play breaks down, someone doesn't run the right route.
All right, one, love that. Keep it there.
We're at second down with 4 minutes, 42 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, hold it there. One, love that. Beautiful shot.
Jaden Harris.
Interior tracking. Wow. All right.
You know, I'm seeing great game from Jaden Harris, but being out on the field and getting that many tackles, it's hard on you. So I'm wondering if he's going to be switched out for another running back later in the game.
Yeah, Jaden Johnson with a great game so far. They really seem to be utilizing him a lot. Overall, some great combinations of passing and running. Hoover defense has to adjust here. Jaden Johnson again.
You know, I think the Cavers, they're just trying to push yard by yard to the touchdown. And that's a first down, so it's working. I mean, it's definitely going to be a bit longer than just throwing a deep one, but
With that carry, the Cavers are now at the 10-yard line on Hoover's side.
3 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock.
Thank you for following that action one. All right.
We have motion for number 14.
One,
And yet another run from Jaden Johnson and a touchdown for the Cavers.
We really thought that Jaden Wade would be the player that would be relied upon the most, but Jaden Johnson is just showing out this game, really being utilized.
You know, it's a great partnership for the Jadens. You know, Jaden Wade, Jaden Johnson. You have to have a great relationship with your running back.
Some tension in the Hoover's sideline.
You know, it's justified, honestly, with the 2 incomplete passes.
The kicker, Julian Morales.
I know it's tough being out there. Follow the ball.
And it's good.
Amazing, you know. I'm not seeing any major problems with the Cavers right now, but Hoover, we have to catch those balls, you know. It's football. That's the main point.
Hoover's main issue that I'm seeing is just depth. Sir Autry is a great running back and great wide receiver. However, other players are going to have to step up, and it can't just be him. He's just going to get double teamed, and you know.
Yeah, you know, and also morale. I see on the Hoover bench, it's just tension, and you see them running out, and you know, there's no smiles on those faces. And I know football's about rivalry, it's about winning, but you also want to have some fun on that field, and I think the Cavers are having fun, but Hoover, they're not having any fun at all, looks like.
See a lot of passion in the Hoover bench. Nerves are high for both teams, and it's just going to be an interesting game to learn how they adjust for the rest of the game.
Senior Julian Morales getting ready for the kick.
For the Cardinals, number 7, Yusuf Musundi, and number 4, back to kick for the Cardinals.
Sir Autry back on the field.
Good kick from Julian Morales.
At the 10.
And that was recovered by number 7 from Hoover, Youssef.
Brought down at the 21. Yusuf Mousty had a touchdown last game against Southwest. He's another player that needs to get going.
Oh, wait, yeah.
We have Hoover on the ball, getting ready.
Hoover cheerleaders really giving some passion to the Hoover team.
We have a run taken down by number 10, Xavier Wilson.
Sir Autry with the carry.
Gain of 6 on the play, 2nd and 4 for the Cardinals.
You saw Sir Autry gain 6.
You know, I think both teams are just doing the running back. You know, they're just going to run the ball.
The O-line also has to give Christian Noriga some time in the pocket. So Audrey again. Wow, what a great run.
Amazing, yeah. We have 2 minutes and 24 seconds left on the clock with Cabers at 14 and Hoover at 0.
Great run. You just see him weave through the Cavers D. There's a reason why he's committed to San Jose.
Yeah, he's an amazing player, you know, and he's come up through this program and he's really made Hoover football.
Christian Noriga. Nico, scratch that. Noah Contreras with the catch.
I think we're going to see a comeback from that Hoover offense. I feel that during that timeout, they had to heart to their coach and just they knew they needed to lock in on offense to be able to beat the Cabers. Now is a catch by Noah Contreras, Hoover.
Pass complete to Nico Hunter.
Scratch that. It was Nico Hunter with the catch. Hoover is a great coaching staff, and it's just going to be interesting how they change their offensive plan going into second quarter with 1 minute left on the clock.
56 seconds, it's definitely a rush.
Sir
Hand it
Autry
off.
weaving, but he can't seem to get it, and he's down for a loss of yards. Great play by the Cavers defense, not letting Sir Autry get around them. Just
Yep,
a
and
great
we
play
have
by the
36
defense.
seconds on the clock. And you know, this first quarter has been, it's been amazing. It's been everything the Cavers have wanted, but Hoover, if they want to make this, they need to step up their game. You know, I got a chance to talk to all their coaches, and they're so passionate about football. And I hope during this break they can kind of, you know, get Hoover together. Oh, wow.
Christian Noriga has to throw it away. Great blitz by the Cavers D. Fourth down for the Cardinals with 8 seconds left. I was a little confused. They didn't seem to be rushing, even though that they were running out of time. it's just some stuff like that that they're going to have to fix and they're going to have to pay attention to.
If I'm going to be honest with you, I don't see any energy on that field. You know, for Hoover, they all kind of seem mad and just, it's understandable.
You already see a couple of them resigning on the bench.
6 seconds left.
Punting.
Just letting it roll.
Cavers are just going to let the clock go out. 14-0 for the first quarter.
And you know, that first quarter, it was good, but we're looking at that Hoover sideline and hopefully to get a chance to talk to their team and figure out what's going on that offense.
There were concerns for the Cavers going into this game, wondering how they were going to stop this offense.
This is the end of the quarter, right?
But it looks like they've got it so far.
We're going to take a quick break before the next quarter and see if Hoover can bring it back. All right, and we're coming back for that second quarter. Let's see if Hoover can reel it in on offense and beat this Caver defense.
Cavers are on offense.
Yet another run. You know, maybe that's just what this game's going to be.
Jaden Johnson again. At the 35-yard line, first down. Scratch that. 41-yard line, first down.
You can hear that Caver crowd. They're really ramping up.
Jaden Harris with the pass. Caught by Xavier Wilson.
That was a rough tackle. You know, the Cavers, they're doing great on offense, but they definitely need to get that pass out quicker. I don't know if it was confused in the routes, but those passes need to come out quicker because that's a pick waiting to happen right there for San Diego.
With that catch, they picked up a gain of 7 yards. Second down and 3. You see a little bit more of Jaden Harris being used. There's a whistle. And before Kai Cooper coming in for Jaden Johnson. Second and 3.
Get another run by Jaden Johnson. You know, I saw Kai Cooper walk onto the field, and I was just like, ooh, here it is. That's the pass I've been waiting for. You know, Kai Cooper, he's a very, very confident player, and he definitely brings up team morale.
Apologies for that last substitution was Demetrius Norwood, who got subbed out, and right now he's being subbed back in. One thing the Cavers have just succeeded in so far is just utilizing every player on their team. And you see that in Jaden Johnson. He has the hot hand, and they're just giving him the ball, and he is performing, and he is producing yards.
You know, Jaden Harris, the QB, I'm impressed. The freshman immediately going to varsity QB, that's a big position and big shoes to fill from last year. Good timeout from the Cavers.
9:20 left, 3rd down and 4.
I heard from the Cavers players they want to make this game 0. So they're really locking down on defense, locking in on offense. And the first quarter has been amazing. And 9 minutes, 20 seconds into the second, I'm excited to see where this goes.
A strong D is what we wanted and was one of the keys to the game that we mentioned in the open. And it seems that the Cavers have learned from their last game and are consistently moving down the field and keeping the defense strong.
A lot of Caver spirit here, as well as Cardinals.
Cardinal cheerleaders really try to inspire.
Honestly, the Cardinal stands are pretty packed for this being an away game. I'm impressed.
Well, this is a rivalry game. People are just going to turn up and try to represent their team. Flag down on the play. Flag on the play. Kai Cooper with the loss of yards, but there is a flag. I would put the ball at the 45.
You know, I saw that whole Hoover bench just jump up.
Face mask from the Hoover D.
And you can hear the crowds behind us just booing. They don't agree with that at all. But you know,
That's going to give the Cavers the first down.
Isn't as intense. This is a physical game. You know, it's rivalry.
That's going to put the ball at the Hoover 39. Jaden Johnson got the ball, great run, but wasn't able to make yards. He was stopped at the line. Excuse me, that was Jonah Holloway. Cooper Woodall with the tackle. You really hear the passion in the Hoover audience. They seem to have awakened the Hoover sideline, and they're looking like they're in the game.
And we have yet another flag
On the offense.
A false start. Wow. You know, they're intense on the calls this game.
That's going to push them back 5 yards. You know, we mentioned the Hoover making a lot of penalties, but the Cavers also seem to have been making a couple too. Just something that they both have to adjust.
You know,
by
it's
halftime.
early in the season, and they've only played 1 game, 2 games, some scrimmages, but I don't think a lot of people are comfortable in their positions just yet. But mid-season, I don't think we'll be seeing that from either team.
A lot of freshmen and sophomores in this team too. Some of them playing their first games in varsity. Great run.
Again, Jaden Johnson. You know, this is really his game.
A gain of about 3rd and long.
In on the tackle for the Cardinals, Ty Nell. And Tony Tuipulotu.
I love that. Please stay on that, guys.
Jaden Johnson making a huge impact this game, as well as Jaden Harris. And Hoover with the timeout.
You know, I'll say over and over again, I'm very impressed with QB number 11, Jaden Harris, you know. I can't imagine the pressure of coming out here as a freshman than just being put on this field, you know.
You also see some key Hoover defensive players making some great plays, like Cooper Woodhull. You saw him tackle Jonah Holloway for a loss of yards, and that was a huge play. But that penalty hurt the Cavers. 3rd and long at the Hoover 37. Another
and yet
flag.
Another flag. Wow. You know, I was saying this is San Diego's game right now, but it's actually the refs. It's the refs. What is this, the 4th flag we've seen?
Cavers need to kind of lock in here.
I know both teams do, if I'm going to be honest.
They're making both teams making a lot of mistakes, and it's just something we don't want to see from both teams. So Noah Contreras. Deep pass. Oh. Unable to connect.
And that was, I'm sorry, that's a bad throw
Steven.
from Jaden Harris.
Steven Moreno got a hand on it, but he couldn't catch it. It is the Cavers' first 4th down. So
I think the Cardinals were told that they needed to lock in on defense.
You see Julian Morales again. Great kicker, great punter. You really saw a huge improvement from him last season. It's an underappreciated aspect of football, but kicking is just so important, and you know.
Am I seeing 0 Miles Johnson with the snap?
All right, go to.
Yes. that
Low
was-
Yes,
snap,
yes. Great job.
great
Letting
kick.
it roll.
Great kick to put it at the 18. Like I was saying, it's a very underappreciated aspect of football, but kicking is just so important for high school football because it gives you so much more versatility to be able to make field goals and deep punts, and it's just something that just adds a lot to the team. And you see that here with the ball at the Hoover 18. They're going to have to work to bring it all the way down the field. And you haven't really seen that from the Hoover punter either. Their punts have been kind of shallow.
You know, Julian Morales, the kicker for Cavers, you know, he's great.
Another flag down.
Another flag.
I think this is about the 5th one so far.
The 5th one in 2 quarters with 7:23 left on the clock. That's pretty ridiculous right there. And it's on the offense.
Both sides seeming to be a little antsy.
You know, to put it in the air, if the Cavers were to get a pick right here, it would be a pretty easy touchdown.
They might also try to blitz for the safety. You saw the Cavers have a safety last game against them, so maybe they'll try to adjust and get a safety on the other team this time.
We have junior Miles Johnson at running back.
Get ready, track that action. All right, two, you're up, track it. Yes, great job.
And they let him
Ooh.
go.
Back to the 18. So now it's 2nd and 10.
We have 7:18 on the clock.
Good by the defense, but you did see him kind of lag a little bit. And you saw him run for a little bit longer than he should have. You saw about 4 guys getting up on him to bring him down. Defense needs to make the tackles. Sir Autry, you just know he's going to do it.
Held by the foot. I think we had 4 people there tackling him. He's hard to stop.
He is just so explosive and so fast.
Amazing player, definitely amazing player. You know, I've noticed with the Cavers, we have a lot of the same people out on defense as we do offense. For example, we have Jaden Wade, who's playing both. Miles Johnson, also playing both.
Deep pass. Couldn't connect.
Incomplete.
You know, the same people who play offense and defense, that might be a concern for later in the game when they get tired.
Yeah, I think San Diego just has a very, very young team. You know, we have a ton of sophomores, about 4 or 5 freshmen.
Like I said, some of these players are playing some of their first games in varsity. They're just trying to show out. They're just trying to prove themselves to this Caver varsity team. Ball at the 28. Let me guess. Sir Autry with the carry again.
Yeah, you know, he's a key player for Hoover. And it's easy to say he's definitely the best person on his team, the most crucial player. I think the Cavers definitely know that. You can see their defense kind of eyeing him. And you know, if I was out there, I'd be doing the same exact thing.
Defense kind of need to adjust, stop him. Pass. Great job breaking up the pass.
Incomplete.
By number 4, Kai Cooper. Great job by him breaking up that pass.
It's a great block.
It's also very veteran of him not to get a little handsy and for it to be a pass interference. It's a very veteran move.
I think they're seeing all these flags and the refs, and they're just like, you know, we need to kind of lock down and just play some football, you know?
And that forces them to 4th down. They're going to bring out the special teams. At the 32. Good punt.
Yes, good job.
Ooh, misjudged it.
Yes, track it back.
And it's pushed back to the 25. Wow.
Almost reached the 30-yard line. See a lot of energy in the Hoover sideline right now.
We have 5 minutes, 27 seconds left in the second quarter.
They know they need to make adjustments if they want to come back in this game.
Definitely. We have Cavers on offense.
Their
We'll see how
defense-
they deal with this Hoover defense.
Their defense has adjusted, it seems like, last time. Cavers weren't able to get down the field as much as they wanted.
Yeah, I'm definitely seeing that.
They might have to utilize other players besides Jaden Johnson. Ball at the 28.
All right, I like that shot. I like that shot.
Oof.
One, you're up. One, you're up. One back. Cross. Left and right. Good. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Flag down on the play again.
All right, back.
6? I mean, I've stopped counting at this point, if I'm going to be honest with you. I had a tally, but I filled out the whole paper.
Face
Yet
mask by the
again.
defense.
That's the second face mask call on Hoover.
They're getting a little handsy.
Yep. Well, this is an intense game, you know. It's rivalry.
It's also important to show a little restraint in order to not get those flags.
We have Caver first down with 5:19 left on the clock.
They'll push it almost to the 50-yard line.
We'll see if Hoover can get a touchdown before halftime.
Snap to Jaden Harris.
Short pass.
Caught by Jaden Johnson. He keeps going.
He keeps going. They can't catch him.
And he's gone.
The crowd is absolutely ecstatic. There's no one on Hoover to block him.
Wow.
That is amazing right there. Jaden Johnson has had an amazing game.
He is showing out. Exceptional pass by Jaden Harris. Exceptional pass by Jaden Johnson. An exceptional play by the Cavers offense.
We're now at 20-0 with 5:07 left until halftime. You could see that whole crowd when he got that touchdown just raise up. You know, the Caver community here is absolutely amazing.
Absolutely dominating this first half.
They are.
They'll bring out Julian Morales to try to make the extra kick. Extra point.
We'll see if it's like the others.
Agreed. 2, you're up.
He'll make it.
It's good.
And he does. No doubt.
Two, you're up.
21-0 Cavers with 5:07 left in the first half.
You know, like I was saying earlier, this is a new chapter for the Cavers with a bunch of new transfers, new coaching staff, and they've been working so hard all through the summer, all through preseason, and I think this year's going to be their year. I think they're going to come back, and, you know, we've heard from Coach Cooper saying he wants that 2018 CIF back, and, you know, might be optimistic, but I'm hoping we can get that.
We saw the league record from last season with the Cavers 4-0. It seems that they may have found something last year that they're continuing this year. And it seems that with the history repeats itself so far against Hoover.
The energy of the Cave is ecstatic. You see your flag football team to the right there?
Stadium is packed tonight. Everyone wants to show up for their team. Everyone's wearing blue and white.
You know, this is what football is supposed to be right here. Friday Night Lights. It's definitely the highlight of my week right here.
Bringing out Sir Autry again.
Morales with the kick.
Go with the kicker. Good. Good. 2, you're up.
Ooh. Low kick. You stop him. Good tackle.
All right, one, I like that. You're up.
Not the best kick from Julian
That
Morales.
was 21, Medina from Hoover.
Although, that doesn't matter if the defense is able to stop him right here.
You know, I think Hoover's hungry. We have 5 minutes until halftime, and I think they're determined to score right here.
I'm sure the coaches have a lot to say during this halftime.
Definitely, yeah. Little confusion on the field. There we go. Okay.
Camera one, the only thing that will ruin your relationship is the numbers. Stay on the headset. Keep tracking. Yes, tracking.
And it's a fight to the ground right there.
Number 10 with the initial tackle, Xavier Wilson. Another sophomore. You see him coming into this varsity team and already performing.
Yeah, I think San Diego's determined to keep Hoover at 0, you know. They're going to take that defense to a new level.
Some credit also has to go to the coaching staff. You've seen these very new, fresh players just show out this game.
All right, that's good. It's good. Keep tracking the ball, Yes,
Ooh.
yes, perfect. Twos, rescue.
Could have connected
Incomplete.
Kenny Smith.
Christian Noriega's pass was intended for Ahmad Rashad, but the smothering defense
You know, Christian Ortega, he had a very good game against Southwest last week, but I'm not seeing that same kind of game today. And also, I'll bring it up again, the Hoover sideline. I'm not seeing the energy, I'm not seeing the passion that we're supposed to see in football. It's just,
Ball
I'm
at the
gonna be
Hoover,
honest, kinda dull.
37. Sorry. 3rd and 10.
One. Back on.
Absolutely dominant performance so far. Wow, another flag. We might get into double digits this game.
I think that was 7 or 8. And we're taking it back on Hoover.
penalty against the Cardinals. It's still 3rd down.
That brings the Cardinals to 3rd and long.
I'm a little cold, but nothing.
3rd and 15. We have 4 minutes and 20 seconds left on the clock. Cavers 21. Hoover 0.
All right, go.
Pass.
It was complete, but out of bounds.
Ahmed Rashad with the catch.
I like it.
Ahmad Rashad.
Good stuff.
Number 11, he's a senior. Some of his last games he'll ever play in high school.
You know, Hoover could have used that catch with 4 minutes left.
One get the crowd.
The
Crowd
crowd
is in it now.
ecstatic up there.
Get the lights one. Yes. Keep zooming in slowly. One. That's beautiful.
Crowd is really letting them know.
Yet another incomplete pass blocked by number 10, Xavier Wilson. A little contact with the coach there.
They're excited. They're happy. Yes.
You really love to see the crowd act like this. Absolutely amazing camaraderie. Absolutely amazing. This game's been great for the Cavers so far. With 4 minutes, 10 seconds left, it's just hope they continue like this.
The Cavers are 1st and 10.
At the 43-yard line. Ooh, stiff arm. That's holding.
Holding on the jersey. I don't see a flag, though.
No flag. That was egregious, but I don't see a flag. Very interesting.
Demetrius Warrenwood, the senior.
Amazing stiff arm. He was only brought down because his,
Tell me something, Free. Tell me a shot.
You
his
know,
short.
I was surprised that wasn't called on, you know.
Okay.
Very surprised.
Really see this Hoover bench being passionate.
Oh, you're doing great.
Sir Autry, with passion, he really wants to win against this team, against his rivals.
3 minutes, 14 on the clock.
You see him frustrated.
Handoff to Jaden Johnson. In on the stop for the
Jaden Johnson, yet again, that's a name you're going to keep hearing right there. The sophomore.
That's a name you're going to hear for the next couple years. Jaden Harrison, Jaden Johnson.
Yep. And Kai Cooper as well, the other sophomore. They're really building this program. Another handoff.
Jaden Johnson again with the run for a gain of about 5. Jaden Johnson's looking like this team, Sir Audrey. Fourth and 2.
2 minutes.
It's going to be interesting to see if they go for this or not.
You know, I think they're just going to get out there and go for it.
Scratch that 4th and 1. It looks like they're going to go for it. Showing a lot of confidence in the offense and defense.
Running.
And they're going to do it.
There he
Jaden
goes.
Johnson.
Jaden Johnson.
He's going to go. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Jaden Johnson.
That looked like an NFL type play.
It did. Honestly, he just moved through that defense. 1 minute, 41
circles
seconds on
around
the
him.
clock.
That was absolutely amazing.
27 for the Cavers at halftime.
You saw it once and you thought it was cool, but the second time, everyone remembers that. It just shows the type of player he is and the skill that he has to able to consistently do this, and it's just going to be very special to see him through the rest of these games for the rest of the year.
We have Morales again with the kick.
Cavers getting greedy.
And it's good.
The Cavers are not giving Hoover any time to breathe.
No, they're not, you know. Spirits are high. You see up in the stands, fans are stacked, cheerleaders keeping that spirit up. And the Caver bench is just, it's amazing.
I got the chance to personally know a lot of these people on the team. And they came into this game wanting something. They wanted this. They want to win. And it looks to me so far that I can't say the same with Hoover.
We see Coach Cooper right there from San Diego giving them a little pep talk.
Jaden Wade on the sideline. Haven't seen much from him, but he's just such a key player to this offense.
Yes, he is.
They're just letting the other Jaden shine. I'm, of course, referring to Jaden Johnson and Jaden Harris, the dynamic
Jaden
duo
Wade,
of this offense.
he can just out-jump anyone, and I think that's one thing that makes him one of the best wide receivers on our team.
Julian Morales back on the field for the punt. Another low punt.
It's recovered. 1 minute, 35 seconds on the clock.
Hoover needs to get something by this quarter in order to come in strong to the next half. It's going to be a very steep hill to climb if they don't. Hoover was brought down at their 30.
You know, if I'm going to be honest, I was expecting a bit closer of the game. I was expecting kind of a 30, maybe 25 game from them. But, I mean, this is 28.
This is coming off their victory against Southwest, where it was a very high-scoring game. I think they scored 58. Absolutely incredible game.
Yeah.
But we are just not seeing that tonight.
Handoff, Opry.
Yes, right. Cross two.
Tackled immediately. You know, this offense and defense is just, you know, I have nothing to say for the Cavers.
Minute and 20 left. As the clock winds down, I want to see the Hoover just pick up the pace a little bit. They need every second of this clock.
You know, I think the Hoover sideline is definitely going to be, they're going to get a talking to during halftime. I guarantee it.
All right, back
They got the first down there, but
Number
They s-
8, Cooper Woodhall on that catch.
they seem to love the mid-range game. Haven't seen a lot of deep passes so far, and the ones that they have thrown just couldn't connect.
I've noticed that Christian Ortega, he's just throwing them out of bounds. You saw that Cooper Woodhall had to dive for that ball. And that is a sack.
Absolutely beautiful job by the Cavers D. They're just not giving him any chance. Like I said, the Cavers want this, and you can see it. Each one of them so passionate about this game.
Wow. First sack of the game right there.
Trying to repeat their victory over Hoover from last year.
40 seconds until halftime, 28 Cavers, 0 Cardinals.
Cardinals having a much-needed huddle right now.
Definitely, yeah.
Need to get in this game. I'll put the ball at the 41. They're 41. Wow, extremely deep pass. That's
Deep
exactly
ball.
what they needed. Exactly what they needed.
Number 11, Ahmad.
Ahmad Rashad with the catch. Wow, that's exactly what they needed.
That was that morale boost Hoover needed, just like you said.
The team needed that. The team needed that going into the next half.
Wow. That was an amazing throw.
I mentioned that they love the mid-range game and they needed to do more deep passes, and that's exactly what I said that they needed to do, and they did it. And you
Yeah.
saw Ahmed Rashad.
Did it beautifully. 33 seconds left on the clock.
Well, one. Get me the cheerleaders while they're still doing what they're doing.
Another flag. I think we're up to 8 now. I'm not keeping count, though.
Was that too many on the field, or?
Possibly illegal formation.
Free, tilt down a bit. There's too much guys. There we go. Good stuff.
And I think that was 9 right there.
It
9
might
and
be
a
a
half.
sideline warning. See the coach come onto the field just a little bit.
Oh yeah, I think after that touchdown, Hoover got a little bit too excited. I saw them a bit past the 20 onto the field.
You know, I speak too soon. This game could go any way. And we know that Hoover's a great team. But Cavers are doing exactly what they needed to do this game to get out ahead early. But they need a little bit more coverage to prevent the passing game. Extra point is good.
Slowly zoom in. Flower. Okay, good.
33 seconds left until halftime.
Go. Slowly zoom out. Free. Good stuff.
Now, this is a test for the Cavers to see if they can produce something with such short of time. We'll see their pace quicken. We'll see a bit more adventurous passes. Or maybe Jaden Harris can. You heard the Hoover cheerleaders, really inspiring the Hoover sideline.
I'm wondering if we're going to see a pickup on that Hoover offense in the second half here. I think they're getting comfortable. And that was the boost they needed.
These types of deep passes that I'm assuming they're going to try to make are what Jaden Wade excels at, so maybe we'll see some of him right now.
I know, I saw no coverage from the Cavers on that. I think we've just been doing so many runs and so many short passes that no one was expecting a deep ball like that. Great kick.
Good block. Brought down at the 22.
You can see that helmet-on-helmet contact right there. I've been seeing a lot of that this game.
Yeah, and you
27 seconds on the clock.
You saw as Ahmed Rashad caught that, he was just so far down the field that the defenses could not catch up to him. They need to adjust, take a better line, or adjust their defensive strategy.
Yeah, I think the Cavers are going to go for a long pass on this one with 27 seconds on the clock.
They're taking a knee.
Well, that was an amazing first half right there. We're going to take a quick break and come back to you with the second half and see how this game goes.
Shit, you don't know nobody.
Miss V.
It feel like 0-0. It feel like 0-0.
Take that shit out. Come on. Come on.
I got houses perfect. My son, I've been in a fish with chicken something.
And we're back. 10 seconds into the third quarter. You know, we saw Hoover get that recovery. Might see more of the same, but excited either way.
I'm seeing a lot of their players with that drive again that we saw earlier in the game. Hopefully that they can rally for a comeback. It's going to be interesting to see how the defense for both teams adjusts, because we saw that the Cavers defense broke down a little bit towards the end of that second quarter. And Cavers have just been walking all over the Hoover defense, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens and how they adjust.
Yep, we're at 28 Cavers, 7 Cardinals.
See the Cavers huddling right now. I'm sure that coach is talking to them about the many flags that we saw the first half and that they don't want to continue in the second half. We saw
Definitely
about
not.
7 to 8 flags thrown in that first half for both teams combined, and that's just, even though this is high school football, it's just unacceptable. We also see Sir Autry. Can he carry this team to comeback, and can Jaden Johnson continue to make an impact for the Cavers offense? Just some questions going into the second half.
Definitely. I was questioning 17 Hoover, Christian Ortega, the quarterback, his throws, because he was thrown 2 out of bounds last half, but then he got that absolute dime at the end of the game. No one from San Diego guarding him. It's definitely going to be a push to the end, and I don't think either team's going to stop. They're just going to keep going.
Well, I think this Hoover offense is going to realize that maybe they should throw deep just a little bit more. We saw them only throw deep a couple times during this game, and towards the end, when the clock was winding down, I mentioned that they needed to have that deep pass, and they did, and the Cavers offense was just not expecting that. They've been running the mid-range game all game, and that switch up, I think, just caught the Cavers off guard. So,
Definitely, yeah.
but I think that going into the second half, they'll be aware of that. They'll be aware of the long ball, and they'll adjust. But both teams are also going to adjust, so it's going to be interesting.
See the Cavers and the Cardinals coming back on field,
An,
getting ready
underra-
for the kick.
an underrated Hoover player that's made a big impact is Ahmed Rashad. He's made that touchdown towards the end and is keeping Hoover in this game with that catch and that run for the 6. And just underrated. We always talk about Sir Autry and how he's just one of, if not the best player on Hoover.
Makes you wonder how Hoover's program is going to be once he leaves.
Ahmed Rashad is also a senior. A lot of seniors on this team, only a couple juniors. Much unlike the Cavers with the younger team. Caught by number 1, Jason Asuna.
Shooting it up the sideline.
Hoover's offense is going to have to be a little bit more versatile. They've been relying on Sir Autry and Christian Norega to make most of, if not all, the plays. But we're going to have to see a couple other players step up, if they want to have this huge upset for a comeback. Snap. Sir Autry.
Yep, you know, he's a constant for this team.
Even though he's 5'10", 160 pounds, you just see him barreling through 3 of the Cavers defense. Just absolute physicality. You don't see much of that from high school teams, but
Adrian Garcia was a little slow on the get up there.
Cavers is it's a little bit worrying. Most of their players play both sides. So during these later quarters, it's going to be interesting to see how they match up. Sir Autry again. A huge run that time to bring the ball almost to the Cavers 40.
You know, after that long ball, I was thinking Hoover was going to try to do more of that because they saw how San Diego reacted on it, but I guess we're going to keep it a running game.
You know, we also have to watch out for that passing game because that's what happened last time, and then the deep ball to Ahmed Rashad for the touchdown. Cavers cannot get complacent here. Defense needs to tighten up. Another big run from Cooper Woodhull. Second and 2 Cardinals. Ball is on the 35 or 34. Ball to Christian Norega.
And he stopped. Yes, second down.
Not a clean handoff. Xavier Woshin with a huge stop. You've seen him make a couple plays like that this game. This is what I'm talking about with the Cavers team, just everyone being versatile and everyone making an impact in their own way.
Definitely, yeah.
I think this is a game of quality over quantity.
See a lot of passion on this Hoover bench, as well as San Diego.
Sir Autry about to rest a little bit.
And it's incomplete.
Hoover went down on yards, so unfortunately they could not get the.
You know, Jonah Holloway just transferred from Morris. I think he's still trying to form that harmony with our team.
We've seen him make a couple plays, but some of them are few and far between. Cavers need to rely on that running game, and they need to rely on Jaden Johnson to see if he can continue to make a huge impact for the team. As I say that, he brings the ball to the 50-yard line.
You know, he's a great player. Little slow on the get up.
A lot of talent. He's been hit pretty hard.
Yeah, I think
Still
we have
on
a
the ground.
timeout. We have trainers coming on the field for him.
That's so unfortunate. Huge impact Jaden Johnson has made.
We have our Caver cheerleaders bringing the spirit.
They look worried.
You know, luckily it doesn't look too serious, but like I was saying during the game, he's being played so much and being depended on so much.
He's been relied on so much, and if he's injured, that's just going to be a huge detriment to the offense. Still on the ground.
You know, he's running almost every game. It's understandable. Football is a high contact sport. You see our crowd over there. Our Cavers are definitely rooting for him.
It's very hard to play offense and defense. It's harder to play them both well. And you see that with Jaden Johnson.
But he is getting up.
He's up.
It looks
and he's
like that
walking off
left
under his own
leg
weight.
is bothering him. I saw him holding his knee.
Hopefully we'll see him again, but I think he's going to take a little break right now.
Yeah, you know, football is very hard on the joints, the knees. If you're on the line, your hands as well.
Huge player down, but
We have
There
our
are many
Caver
others that we-
cheerleaders coming over.
We got the game on your way.
David cheer. Caver cheerleaders continuing to inspire this Cavers offense. You can hear them right there. Gain of 1.
It's a
Second
cheerleader
down.
tradition where they go to the other side of the field and perform with other teams' cheerleaders, you know, just to form that unity there between the two teams. Let's look at this Caver offense.
Hopefully we see Jaden Wade just a little bit more.
That was Miles Johnson. And a flag. 9? 10?
Ninth flag.
Don't
We're almost
know.
almost
I'll
up
be
to
honest.
10.
You know, can we do it? Can we hit 10?
A little bit dirty. Miles Johnson trying to fill in for Jaden Johnson. And that was a holding call, so the Cavers are going to be pushed back a little bit. It's unfortunate.
We're at the 35, I believe.
I've been seeing a lot of running
Important.
plays from this Cavers offense, and they can't run the whole time. They need to, like the Hoover offense, they need to adjust to the passing game now.
I completely agree. They need to get that ball out, you know. We have Jaden Wade over there. He's amazing wide receiver, can out jump almost everyone, is extremely fast, or also Kai Cooper right there. I'd love to see some gameplay from him. And
Ooh.
incomplete.
Almost
that was
intercepted.
to Adrian Garcia, senior.
Adrian Garcia, really smart guy. Sit next to him in math class. He helps me a lot. Nicest guy I know. But he needs to catch that ball.
You do, that's true.
Caver and Hoover cheerleaders now performing a little set together.
We have 9 minutes, 33 seconds left in the quarter.
A lot of respect for each other.
See the coaches on the sideline.
3rd down and 20. Long pass, deep pass.
Wow, that was
Deep
an amazing
pass.
throw.
Caught by Jonah Holloway.
Jonah Holloway to the end zone.
We wanted him to step up, and he did.
No one between him and that end zone. Look at that.
Jaden Johnson's injury seems to make no discernible impact if these players step up like that. Absolutely great throw by Jaden Harris. Great catch by Jaden Johnson.
And that throw was
That was a dime.
by Jaden Harris. That was perfectly timed.
Pinpointed.
Beautiful. You know, you really have to know your players to be able to get your timing that well. And it's surprising to see a freshman knowing his players so well.
These are the type of adjustments I'm talking about. They needed to make a deep pass after Jaden Johnson, who has pretty much controlled the running game.
A lot of energy from our cavers up in the stands from that. Morales on the kick.
With the kick,
And another perfect kick.
no doubt.
You know, he's an amazing kicker.
Very reliable.
The senior. 9 minutes, 24 left in the quarter. 35 Cavers, 7 Cardinals.
It's gonna be interesting how Hoover's offense adjusts.
Definitely.
I think that they need to make a little bit more of the passing game. Sir Autry can't run the whole game, and you saw him towards the end just be really passionate and really tell his team what they did wrong.
You know, you saw us asking for those balls, for those dimes, and, you know, we got it. And that was an amazing throw by Jaden Harris. Probably one of the best I've seen so far from the Cavers.
Jonah Holloway, too, with that amazing catch. We wanted to see him a little bit more, and we did. He's a junior, so he's going to be there next year. He's had a little bit of time in varsity.
Definitely,
So hopefully he can show out this year. And there's going to be a big gap.
Switching schools in your junior year could be difficult because teams, you know, they've been together for 2 years already, and you have to get into a new dynamic. But he says he loves his team, and he's really fitting in there, and they're like family to him.
Great kick by Julian. Touchback. Yeah, it's hard for transfers to adjust to the new offensive scheme. You saw him struggle a little bit earlier. He dropped some catches. He got stopped a little bit, but it's great to see him adjust, and it's great to see him make an impact for this team.
Yeah, you know, like I've been saying, it's so early in the season. It takes a while to get used to your team and the dynamic, your quarterback, your linemen on your sides, you know. It's a relationship that you have to form as a team. And when we talked to Coach Cooper, he was saying this is team football. We need to play team football, you know.
Sir Autry just getting pounded by 3 guys.
Great tackle right there.
This Caver defense is not letting him breathe. Caver's audience is getting them rattled.
You know, when I got a chance to talk to the players, and they're saying their audience, their fellow cavemen, they inspire them, you know, inspire them to play a better game.
All right, track that action too.
Snap.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Oh, there's the ball. Oh, that's good.
Number 11, Ahmed Rashad.
Brought down by number 12, Kenny Smith.
You saw him make a few catches. You saw him make that big catch for the only points that Hoover has. I would like to see him utilized just a little bit more by this Hoover offense.
Definitely, yeah.
All right, here,
Christian Noriega with the pass. Again to Ahmed Rashad.
You know, he keeps throwing these right on the sideline, you know?
This is that
And
mid-range game
one
we've seen all
misstep,
game.
you're out.
That's good for a gain of 10 yards, and that'll be a Cardinal first down.
And on that one touchdown play the
2-yard line.
Cardinals had, it was straight down the center. And I feel like if they want to take the score up a little bit in this third quarter, they should get that yet another.
Oh, flag. Might have been a rough tackle.
It was, yeah.
Complete to Ahmad Rashad, taken down immediately by number 6, Jonah Holloway.
Jonah Holloway impacting the defense too with that tackle, but there was a flag on that play.
It was a flag, yep.
So we are now up to 10, ladies and gentlemen. 10 flags in the third quarter with 8:19 left on the clock.
And it looks like that's a holding call against the offense.
Wow, holding against the offense.
You know, I'm not going to say I saw holding, but I definitely, that was a rough tackle, especially right on the sideline. It was unnecessary.
A little
There
break.
are cavers up there.
A little break from the wrath of the refs. That tackle looked a little rough, but there was a holding, and that's got to be called, and it was. Push back a little bit. Push back to the Hoover 28-yard line. It is now 1st and 25. I'm expecting to see another big pass by them. However, they do have
Is that a
downs
flag
on their
or is
side.
Timeout?
I think that's a timeout.
Timeout, yeah. Or
I'm not sure what's happening right now.
either.
I did not see a flag, but it might be a timeout.
There seems to be a little argument with the refs between the refs and the cavers right there. Little disagreement.
Ball still at the 28-yard line. On Hoover's
Yeah.
side.
I wish I knew, but everyone seems a bit confused on that field.
Hoover has downs on their side, and even though it's 1 and 25, we've seen them convert these huge passes and these huge running plays. See the
our
cheerleaders
there in the
back.
background.
Refs are still deliberating. Very interesting to see. You don't see many times that they do this.
I don't know if it was language on the field. That's what I assume, because I didn't see any fouls.
Players are looking confused as well. Seems like it's resuming. See number 53, Richard Emmy, looking a little confused, talking to the ref right now. They seem to be chatting about
See
something.
the coaches on the sideline, San Diego sideline, they also don't seem to know what's happening. That's Hoover coach right there, talking to the refs. Maybe they're disputing something. These are times I wish I had mics down there, you know, to hear what's going on.
Of course.
What's being called.
We're just as confused as the players right now.
The Hoover crowd behind us is pretty loud as well.
Giving some choice words to the refs. It seems like the players want to keep playing, but the refs keep meeting.
Everyone on that field definitely looks a little annoyed.
Giving them basically a free timeout.
And we're moving the ball up. Oh, wow.
Looks like it was a flag of some kind.
I didn't see any
Oh,
flags
they're
go.
moving back.
I was about to say, I didn't see any flags get thrown.
So now the ball is at the 32-yard line.
All right, we had to get a reset of the spot here. So it's 1st and 25 here for the Cardinals.
1st and 25. Christian Noriega. Deep pass. Ooh.
Ooh, I think that might be called no pass
No.
interference. I see the Hoover coaches on the sideline there wondering where their call is, but
Although it looks like pass
guess it was
interference, you saw him fall and you saw him trip, and
yeah, I think he just tripped on his own feet there.
Ahmed Rashad unable to get that pass. If he kept moving, he might have caught it. Now it's 2nd and 25 at the 32.
8 minutes on the clock.
Hoover
Got a
handed off to
handoff.
Sir Audrey.
You're right, they just keep playing them over and over and over again, and I hope
Brought down by
what
Miles
happened to
Johnson.
Jaden Johnson doesn't happen again.
Brought down by Miles Johnson.
Gain of a couple on the play. That's going to bring up 3rd and 16.
For a huge gain of 3 yards. Is now 3rd and long. 3rd and 16.
And
Another
I'm guessing
whistle.
that's a false start on Hoover.
Oh, it seems to be on the
Hey, look at that.
Oh,
We made it
timeout.
to 10. Oh, not timeout. Never mind.
timeout.
Did not
Cavers.
make it. But a timeout right after the snap.
They seem to have iced the little late, but I'm not complaining.
We have that Hoover or San Diego huddle over there.
Crowd is really in it right now. Really passionate. They really care for this Cavers team. If the Cavers win tonight, they would go 2-0. Already
Our
a better
crowd up there.
better
The
performance
Dago
than last
chant.
year.
You know, I love this broadcasting gig, but I miss being up in those stands.
A lot of representation out there.
All right, just a reset. 3rd down for the Cardinals. 3rd and long.
3rd and long. Christian Noriega,
Short pass there. Immediate tackle.
not enough.
That was tackled by Miles Johnson on
Ahmed
Ahmad
Rashad.
Rashad.
It is now 4th and 16. This offense has struggled this game. I wanted them to make a lot more passes.
We didn't see Miles Johnson on defense a lot this year. He mainly stuck at running back. But, you know, it's great to be a multi-position player. Very versatile.
Making a big impact. He brought down Sir Autry a few times.
Definitely, yep.
Big pass.
And that ball is just thrown away.
A bit of a blunder by Christian Noriega. Overthrew that by about 2, maybe 3 feet.
We have 6 minutes, 42 seconds left in the quarter.
This
Caver
is-
offense coming on field.
This Hoover's offense is polarizing from last game. The high-scoring 58 points that they scored. It is just unlike them to see them now. Hoover cheerleaders trying their best to inspire this Hoover sideline, but okay. Oh. Pass was intended for Jaden Wade. but it was stripped by number 5, Kanaj Patterson.
Jaden Wade. In on the defense for the Cardinals, number 5, Kanaj Patterson. 2nd and 10, Gators.
I really wanted to see Jaden Wade utilized a lot more. Star wide receiver for San Diego. Really great guy. You saw a huge jump from his stats from his sophomore to junior year. He's hoping to make a similar gap this year.
We have motion from number 6. Hand it off.
Ooh. Loss of yards.
We have Jaden Johnson back in the game.
Glad to see him. Glad to see that he's okay.
Definitely, yep.
You saw one of the Hoover players helping him up. Just shows the respect that they have for each other, even though this is a rivalry game.
Definitely, yeah.
We haven't seen things get scrappy, not yet, but
Not yet, no.
it's always just nice to see the sportsmanship that these two teams have for each other.
You know, I love seeing Jaden Johnson at running back, but I really like to see Miles Johnson get a shot at that.
Wow,
Great ball. Number 4, Kai Cooper. Kai Cooper.
Kai Cooper.
You just can't get him down.
Kai Cooper.
He's going.
Someone bring him down.
Right there. That was a hard tackle.
Not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 people tried to bring him down. He seems to be hurt. He's on the
He fell
ground.
right on that shoulder, yeah. But he's up.
He's up. He's good. You saw Kai Cooper get a couple touchdowns last game against Montgomery. Absolutely great player right there. Him and Jaden Wade.
Oh, we have a hurt Cardinal on the field as well.
Kai Cooper really showed him no mercy. With that drive, that puts the Cavers at 1st and goal. It seems 45 is injured. Christian.
Well, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll come back to you on the next play. And we have number 45 getting up.
A lot of pain. Pain on that right leg. That's unfortunate.
Looks to be an ankle. He has his teammates supporting him. You know, no matter what side of the field you're on, you have to feel for him.
He came in
Applause coming from both sides of the field for him.
unable to walk. He has to be helped off. You just hate to see it. Cavers and Hoover lining up again.
Cavers back on the field.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
2 yards from it.
Kai Cooper's just going to come in and
You know
walk
what
right
that
into the
reminds
end
me of
zone.
right there? That looks like an Eagles tush push. You know, I'm an Eagles fan myself, and that's what I saw. But we have a
Oh,
flag. We have
two
We have
flags.
flags in the air. Oh. You
This
know, I
might
was
be unsportsmanlike.
conduct. Yeah.
That's very late. That was after the play.
Yeah. That
This might be
celebration
unsportsmanlike
was.
conduct.
That thing is very serious. So, these are somebody's kids.
Still don't know what the flag's on just yet. Maybe illegal formation, too many on the line. You know, I've never seen the Cavers do that play before.
Very interesting. It was Kai Cooper at where the QB would be, and he just walked right in.
I wouldn't say walked, he hopped right in. Hurdled one Hoover.
Looks like the penalty will be assessed on kickoff. Extra point, here it comes.
So the touchdown was good, and they brought out Julian Morales to make the extra point. Not sure what the flags were about.
So we're at 41 Cavers, 7 Cardinals, with 5:34 on the clock.
An absolute dominant performance by the Cavers.
And the kick is good.
Just dependable, reliable. You can't ask much more out of Julian Morales. And now he'll come back out to make the punt.
5 minutes, 34 seconds left in the quarter. Very high scoring game, you know. The Cavers are absolutely dominating.
Hoover needs to make adjustments here if they want to stay in this game. Time is running out, however.
Definitely, yes.
You see some of the fans walking out right now.
I think the Cavers already think they have it in the bag, but you know, still have a quarter left. It'd be hard, but it's not impossible.
Anything is possible in football.
Yay.
Back to receive for the Cardinals. Yusuf Masudi. And Amar Rashad.
All right, one, I like your shot.
Let's get that kick.
All right, follow it, too.
Great kick.
All right, good stuff.
Out of bounds. Flag on the play, illegal procedure. That is the 12th flag we've seen this game.
All right, two, you're hot.
Have the Cavers coming back out on the field. First down.
Unsure what they're doing.
Oh. Cavers are kicking again.
It was the Cardinals' decision to have that happen.
Both teams are coming off the field yet again.
Three, you're good, you're on.
Maybe they're hoping that they can get a long drive, maybe a pick six. There.
Check that. The Cardinals are going to take the penalty. They're going to take the ball at the 45-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Cardinals.
Scratch
Caver
that.
coaches don't seem very happy about this decision, but Cardinals had the ball at the 50-yard line.
The Cardinals actually declined that decision to have the Cavers kick again, and they're going to take the ball at the 50. Very interesting play.
11? Or no, 10. This is 10. 10. Double digits. That's go refs right there. Go refs.
That's 13 right there.
So walk it back 5 yards, it'll be 1st and 15 from the 45-yard line.
Just another blunder.
Putting it at the 45.
Their offenses are their own worst enemy.
That's one thing I've noticed at high school football games this year, that the reffing has been much harsher this year, you know? That's not necessarily a bad thing.
It's just important that it goes both ways, and we're seeing that, so.
Yeah. I don't think there's any bias between any teams. Equal amount of penalties for each.
So Autry. Yeah, you just know he's going to do it. All night he's been doing that.
Yep. Excited to see him at San Jose State.
Working him to death.
Looks like Hoover's
Christian
going for a deep
Noriega.
ball.
And he's got to throw it. Caught by another 11. Ahmad Rashad. He's going. Brought
Taken
down at the 10.
10.
You've seen him make these great plays, these great passing plays.
I think San Diego needs to work at those tackles.
Great pressure by the Cavers defense. Even better by Christian Noriega to get out of the pocket and to make that off-balance throw to Ahmed Rashad. And then he makes the play to get to the 1st and goal.
Let's see if the Cavers can hold this line. This timeout from Cavers.
Cavers calling a timeout. Hopefully to go over their, hopefully to adjust their defensive scheme.
4 minutes, 22 seconds left in the quarter. Cavers 42, Cardinals 7.
Even though the score is 42-7, you just get the sense that these coaches just want a lot more out of these players, and they don't really want as many mistakes as they've been making tonight.
Of course. Cavers running back on field.
You know, every game is important for these people, these seniors these are their last games, and some of them will be scouted, some of them won't. But it's important that everyone shows out, and most important thing is that everyone's having fun.
You know, it's Friday Night Lights. Nothing can beat it, you know. If you're a fan, if you're a player, if you're a cheerleader, broadcasters as well, you know. It's a culture.
Sir Autry with the touchdown.
For Hoover.
You cannot stop him. He is unstoppable.
We had a Cardinal down on the field.
Another injury. Sir Autry. You just seen him all game have these great running plays, and you just see the passion out of him.
We have our Cardinal cheerleaders, one knee. You know, this is going to be an interesting game. You can kind of see the Caver crowd thinning out just a little as the time gets later. Walking out, maybe they're a little comfortable.
A lot of passion by the San Jose commit. It's just amazing to see how they've utilized him. But at what cost? One of their players is down.
We have Cavers coming back on field.
Still staying on the ground.
We have some of our Caver players on the sideline taking a knee as well.
Great sportsmanship.
Number 70, Devin Peoples.
A hard walk
Walking off
off,
the field.
but walking nonetheless.
Looks like a lower leg injury, possibly.
That was number 70, Devin Peoples. Senior, some of his last games he'll ever play in high school.
We have San Diego kickers, or Hoover's kickers, coming out. Number 32, Omar.
All right, two, you're up. Oh, okay. Yeah, let's go back.
And
the
it's
kick.
good.
You're back.
We have 4 minutes, 15 seconds left in the quarter. And we have San Diego's offense coming over.
Hoover needs a huge stop right here if they want to stay in this game.
You know, but they're coming up, though.
Get those cheerleaders.
We've seen this before. Huge touchdown. Seems to ignite something in the Hoover sideline. But let's hope they don't lose it and they use it
All right, back to you, too.
to their advantage.
Step down a bit, too.
Even though both sides fans are in attendance, you can just really tell that the Cavers are just passionate and they just really want this team to win.
Yep. Cavers coming back from the kick. It's 9:10 Pacific with 4:15 left in the quarter. You know, like you said, it's never impossible. Anything can happen in football. And this team has a lot of passion, definitely.
Kai Cooper and Jonah Holloway to receive.
Two of our key players.
Jonah Holloway.
Gunning it down the sideline.
You're up. Show me something good. Yes, thank you. Thank you on that.
Jonah Holloway with a good drive to put it at the 30.
Right back to you.
Jonah Holloway with a little bit of a slow burn earlier this game, but has really stepped it up. He's making the defense work for it.
Hoover offense lining up at the 30. You know, I'd love to see their offense go for a few deep balls.
I like your shot. Keep on it. Good stuff.
We have Jaden Wade in there as well.
I'm still holding out that he's going to make a big play this game. I really want him to have a great game. Other people have had great games too. I really want to see him contribute a little bit more than he has been.
And two.
Ooh, huge hit, absolutely flattened.
All right.
Wow, you can hear it.
That was Jasir Fontenot. He's the brother of our honorary captain, Anissa Bone Fontenot, from earlier this game.
Jasir is a freshman and actually holds 2 world records in track and field, which is just surprising.
I've seen him at practice, you know. This is his first time playing high school football as a freshman, and he's trying to get that track speed and the football speed. You know, they're two very different things. Got Jaden Wade with that
Jaden Wade.
at the 50.
Jaden Wade, I knew he was going to make a big play, and he did. It's expected.
But I'm definitely excited to see the future of Jasir Fontenot.
Yeah, just see a huge track record coming into this year as a freshman on varsity. Already rare. Even rarer to have 2 world records under his belt for track and field.
Him and his sister started playing football. Anissa Bone Fontenot just joined the girls' flag football team at San Diego High.
Very athletic family.
Very,
He's
extremely
made for this.
athletic. Got a little aggression on the field there.
Just a little gain.
You know, there's a place for it.
David Sanchez making that play. As we get later into this game, we see a little bit more of the of the secondaries go onto the field.
2 minutes, 10 seconds left in the quarter. If the Cavers want to make a move, they're going to have to do it now.
These secondaries and new players are having to fight for a starting spot.
Short pass.
Ooh.
Was that incomplete?
Third down.
Was complete. Okay.
Oh. It was complete.
1:35 on the clock.
If you ask me, I thought it hit the ground, but again, I'm not complaining. That's going to put the ball on the 43-yard line. Hoover's 43. You've seen this all game. Cavers has been able to get down the field. Oh, bad
And
snap.
the pass is fumbled.
Bad snap. He's recovering.
Yes, good stuff, Juan. Good stuff. Good stuff. Staying on him.
Bad snap, but you saw a great recovery. Jaden Harris able to take it, get out of the pocket, and to run for a low gain.
He still got a few yards for it. At least it's not negative.
Right at the first down marker.
55 seconds on the clock.
They're
Don't know if they'll
measuring
run it out or try to make a play of it.
55. I'm assuming they're just going to keep doing what they're doing. They don't want to get too greedy. They already have a massive lead. I'm assuming they're going to let some of the secondaries take over.
San Diego taking a timeout.
I think the refs are making their measurement.
You know, I'd like to see a risky play from San Diego. They've been playing it kind of safe with their offense. And, you know, they're doing pretty well, 42. Hoover's 14. I'd like to see something a bit risky, something a bit different from San Diego. Seeing a lot of injuries also on Hoover's bench.
You know, you've seen the safe plays by Cavers all game, and, you know, some could say that's contributed to their success, you know, able to make dependable plays consistently. That's one of the reasons why it's been they're able to translate well against
Our
this.
Caver cheerleaders over there keeping the spirits up.
I think it's second down. They're still taking their measurements. They're getting the chains out. Let's see it. Ooh, it's going to be close. This might be a second down.
You see all the Cavers and the coaches huddled around that.
Oh,
Hey, how about a hand for number 11, Jaden Harris? He picks up the ball, works his way forward. That's good for a Caver. First down.
Jaden Harris was able to get the first down, even with the snap in the dirt. Amazing adjustment. That's a very veteran play.
Let's see
Able
what he
to
can
pick
do
it
with
up.
50 seconds.
Able to pick it up and bring it down for a first down. You know, I'm excited for the future of the Cavers offense. Jaden Harris, there was a little bit of concern.
Running it. Now it's to number 20, David Sanchez.
David Sanchez, haven't seen too much of him.
No, we haven't. With Miles Johnson playing a lot of defense right now, and we
Clock
had
is still going.
Jaden Johnson with that injury earlier in the game.
Clock is still winding down. They might let this go.
10 seconds on the clock.
And I think they're just going to let this run down.
Definitely. Well, it's been an interesting quarter, you know. We had one touchdown from Hoover.
K was able to keep on the gas that they showed in the first half, and it's just insane.
Definitely.
The running plays, the players that have just broken out. Jaden Johnson. We knew he was good, but he just really showed up this game and showed out against Hoover.
But it's been an amazing quarter. Both teams, both sides of the field are pumped.
And shout out Xavier Wilson for the defensive stops. I've seen him. He made some stops against Sir Autry. Very important that they stop him, and he's been able to kind of get his number a little bit, even though we saw Sir Autry get that touchdown. As we start the fourth quarter, Hoover they just need something. They need something to get them back in this game. Hoover's looking a little content. I don't see that drive that they had early in the game.
You know, it's getting late. We're in the last quarter.
These guys are tired.
Yep.
Especially San Diego. Most of their players play both sides.
Yep, it is. It's a lot, all the contact, and football games are extremely long. And after a full day of school as well. You know, I hope to see a bit more risky plays in this last quarter. You can hear Hoover's crowd a bit upset about the ball placement. I think we're remeasuring that right now. I definitely want to see some more risky plays from San Diego and for Hoover to lock in on defense a bit more.
For sure. I think San Diego definitely has the ability to make these risky plays. The question is do they need to do it? They're already up 42-14. Unless Hoover just connects for a touchdown right here, I don't see a big need for them to make these big risky plays.
You know what I say? Don't stop until you're done, you know?
For sure.
Let's see how much we can get up, see where we get at.
I do want to see a little bit more of the secondaries and maybe third team, just to give these players just some playing time.
Quarterback trying to get the ball out there.
Ooh.
And it's fumbled.
Number 3, Demetrius Norwood, unable to hold on to it. Is now 3rd and 12.
Start of the new quarter. You can see the stress on the Hoover bench right now.
All their players are up. Hoover needs something to happen right here.
Nice long ball.
Oh.
Deflected.
Batted down by number
Hoover.
2, Giovanni De La Mora. That's some good D by the by Hoover. They'll now put it at 4th and 12. They're going to bring out the special teams here.
You know, I say I want to see more risky plays, but if they're going down like that, I'd rather see something safer. You know, these handoffs, they're getting a bit boring, and that's from each side, but
They're also up by 28 points.
they're also good point. They're also up by 28 points. Still, I'd love to see it. Extremely
Kickoff.
high punt there.
Out of bounds.
Caught by a coach or a
Caught by
manager,
one of
maybe.
Caught by one of the Hoover trainers, it looks like. Ball will be at the 16-yard line. Hoover needs something to happen here. They need 4 touchdowns to tie.
The stands on the Cavers side are beginning to empty it out the later we get.
I don't want to say anything now, but as we wind down, as we get into this fourth quarter, the more I see from San Diego, the more concerned I get for this Hoover team.
Definitely. I'm excited to see them play some different teams as well this year.
One, you're hot.
Sorry for that delay. We're having some technical difficulties. We're back with 16 minutes, 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Cavers are still 42, and Cardinals are 14. We're 4th down and 7.
Not much that you guys missed, and sorry again, our generator ran out of power. But we're back and ready to give you the last 6 minutes of the game.
The morale of the Cavers is still great. Hoover's starting to pack it in a little.
A lot of fans in attendance taking down their nets.
You know, this is a great game to start off the home season.
If the Cavers win this, they would go to 2-0, which is just a great start from last year.
Definitely, definitely.
Compared to last year, this is already way better season than they had.
Hoover has possession of the ball. A little confusion from the sideline. We see Coach yelling some last-minute directions there.
Ooh.
Sack that might have just been negative yards.
Oh, that was negative yards. 2 guys able to do that. Pretty good. That was Miles Johnson.
5 minutes, 50 seconds left in the quarter.
And Adrian Garcia. It's good to see him. Good to see him make some plays.
That was
Ooh.
almost an interception right there.
Almost an interception. Both players had their hands around the ball.
You know, with 5 minutes left, with Cavers with 42 and Cardinals with 14, I'd like to see something risky. You know, I'm getting a little bored over here. I'd like to see a deep ball.
Kenny Smith with the tackle. He's another senior. Whistle by the refs. Timeout Hoover.
4 minutes, 57 seconds on the clock.
I think Hoover's going to need a miracle to get 4 touchdowns in 5 minutes. Hoover needs a lot to happen right now when things are kind of going wrong. Hoover was higher rated than San Diego last year. It's going to be interesting going into this year how those ratings change. With people graduating and players stepping up.
You know, talking to the coaches of San Diego, they've always said new chapter. Every single coach I talk to, new chapter, new chapter. You know, we're changing it up this year. Our defense, our offense, coaching staff, everyone.
Both
3rd and 10 for Hoover.
Both teams lined up.
Gets that
Good
ball
pass.
out, but it's out of bounds.
They look to be bringing out the special teams.
Yep, Hoover's punting.
You heard the coaches yelling punt. So that might be what they're doing.
4 minutes, 45 seconds on the clock until game's end.
Cavers are going to be looking to extend their lead right here. Oh, the refs just changed their tune. It was ruled a catch. They will be. They got the first down. Refs have been a little problematic this game.
Team 54 holding his wrist there just a little. He looks like he's fine though.
Four minutes left. Clock is still ticking. They seem to be huddling. I don't see a lot of urgency.
You know, San Diego started off this game extremely strong, hitting Hoover with that immediate touchdown, which I think it was at the 3-minute mark. And the first quarter just hit them so hard.
We saw
And
another
that's
flag.
a flag on the play.
Almost an interception, too, by Kenny Smith. He got a hand on it. False start on Hoover.
See, the coaches on the sideline are a little fed up with tonight.
Yeah, you see a lot of these players hurt and injured, both
think
mentally
Hoover-
and physically.
Hoover definitely needs to work with their quarterback on the passing because we had 2 balls go out of bounds and also catching as well. You know, it's so early in the season. You can't just say how the rest is going to be, but 2 drop passes at a varsity level with no interference.
Ahmed Rashad has been a bright spot, though, for this Cougars offense.
Yes, he has.
Able to make 1 touchdown and some very good
Sir Aubrey
deep
with
passes.
that run. He keeps
Sir
going.
Aubrey, keep going.
He's still going.
He's going. They're just going
Out
to
of
give it to him.
bounds. 3 minute, 13 seconds.
Hoover's now playing against a secondary Cavers team. Some of the positions have been exchanged. Some of the starters are not playing anymore. And frankly, I don't think they need to. 3 minutes left, and Hoover still needs to make 4 touchdowns. And I'm not sure that they're going to do it. This would be a big upset for Hoover.
Mm-hmm.
Coming from last year and their loss against the Cavers.
Next week's game for the Cavers is away at Otay Ranch. So I'm excited to see how that's going to go.
Yeah, hopefully these players can still carry things from this game over, like Jaden Johnson. I'm going to be keeping an eye out for him this year. As well as Jaden Wade, he was quiet this game, even though that we know that he's just a great player and he's just going to make great catches and just great receiver. Wow. Absolute massive hit on Sir Autry by number 8, Adrian Garcia.
You know, we're up on the side of the field. I could hear that from there.
It is very rare you see Sir Autry get brought down by one guy.
Definitely, yeah. There's been a lot of helmet-on-helmet contact this game.
It just shows Adrian Garcia standing at 6'2", 170 pounds. He's been quiet too, but I've seen him make some good plays. He's a very smart guy. I sat next to him in math class. He's pretty good.
He's pretty good.
He's pretty smart.
Got 2 minutes, 21 seconds on the clock. Let's see what this Hoover offense is going to do.
And you would think that Hoover was able to get just something else from this Cavers secondary team. Most of their starters are not playing, but some notable ones that are Miles Johnson, you saw him earlier make some good plays. Adrian Garcia is making a lot more appearances. Jonah Holloway as well.
Even though the crowds are hollowing out on the Caver side, spirits are still high.
Overall, great game in general by the Cavers. One thing to note that penalties. This game, in general, for both sides, has just been awful. Both teams racking up penalties, with over 13 or 14 penalties throughout the entire game.
Yeah, like I
That
was
is
saying, I'm
just-
seeing that as a common thing through different high school football games around our county.
A lot of that is avoidable. A lot of those were false starts from the Cavers, and I think their coach is going to go over with them.
That was a nice ball. Taking
They have to bring him down.
4,
Bring him
5
down.
Cavers, just yanking the ball out of his hands.
From Miko Hunter.
That was from Jaden Wade from the Cavers.
Kenny Smith getting credited with the tackle, as well as Jaden Wade. Oh, flag is thrown in the air.
I'm guessing that's from the aggressiveness from
That might
Jaden
be
Wade.
that might be unsportsmanlike conduct.
You know, what happens when you put two rival teams together.
We were expecting it to get a little chippy. Refs are deliberating. Sideline warning against the Cavers.
I can understand that. We're getting a bit excited over there. We have the Cavers coming dancing onto the field. Spirits are extremely high for them. And Hoover limping onto the field.
Hoover just looks almost content with what's happening. I think they're just getting minutes, getting reps.
Hoover's cheerleaders still seem in high spirit, though. That's for sure.
Actually, that was an unsportsmanlike penalty against the Cavers.
Just like I thought that was a unsportsmanlike contact for the Cavers.
Very deep pass. Ooh.
And that's caught. Wow.
Wow.
It's Cooper Woodhall from Hoover right there.
You saw Cooper Woodhall make a couple good plays, but most of those have been defensively. That's his first big offensive play.
42-20. We're in the fourth quarter with 1:58 on the clock. First and 20.
They might have a chance. A lot of things need to happen for Hoover, though.
Yeah, definitely.
But they can start by making this kick.
We have our kicker up there, number 32, Omar.
Omar Cabrales. He's a sophomore. Most of this Hoover team is a little old, juniors, seniors. Only a couple of sophomores. He's one of the only ones on the starting team. And the extra point is good. Two-minute warning. Cavers 42, Cardinals 21. Absolutely dominant performance by the Cavers tonight.
We have Hoover going to kick. Number 32, Omar. 1 minute, 58 seconds.
Jonah
Two of our
Holloway
key
is going to be.
players out there receiving.
Jaden Johnson and Jonah Holloway just really stepped up this game and just really cemented themselves into this Caver offense.
The kick was
Very shallow kick.
extremely shallow.
They might have been hoping for an onside kick there. That was interesting.
Around the 50, 53 maybe.
I think they were hoping for the onside kick, but they Cavers have good hands.
1 minute, 55 seconds on the clock.
The ball is at the 47-yard line.
We'll see if the Cavers play mercy or go on that field to ball out.
Since this is a rivalry game, I'm assuming they're just gonna try to ball out. They're bringing in some of their starters again. See Jonah Holloway.
We have a new quarterback on the field.
Dominic Espelin, a junior 6-foot QB. Let's see him.
See, that was just a handoff from him. Little aggressive from San Diego.
Oh, one of the Cardinals are falling over.
I think he's all right. You know, sessions are tight with the score being 42-21.
I saw one of their players getting a little bit
Little
bit
heated.
talkative.
Little heated, little talkative.
Not what I would have done with the score. Maybe if it was Sir Autry, I would see that.
Handoff right there. Number 20. David Sanchez.
David Sanchez again. You see him cut around, try to get outside.
We have 45 seconds on the clock. You know, it's been a great game. You know, San Diego really came to ball out. Hoover, I think they need to improve both on offense and defense, especially their offense. I think San Diego needs better coverage in the backfield as well. And, you know, they need to stop just expecting things from other teams right now.
I think Hoover has the tools. They had everything to go and make this game competitive. They made some very deep passes, very good passes. The running game, of course, is going to be good with Sir Autry,
I
but
think we're just going to
I
let
don't
the
think
clock
they-
run out.
I don't think they utilized them all that well. And that's going to be game.
And 0. Cavers 42, Cardinals 21. Stands really hauled out right there.
You see a couple of their,
But that was a great game.
and here's the handshake. Always good to see that sportsman-like.
Well, it was a great game, two great teams, and I'm excited to see what their future is going to look like. That was a great game for Hoover and San Diego. Very high scoring for San Diego. I hope to see more. and wish the best for both teams. And that's it for your SDUSD broadcast of Hoover versus San Diego. I'm Kennedy Murphy.
I'm Edward Waller.
Have a great night.
Good night.